Hello everybody, welcome back to the Wisconsin Greg Show. I just thought I'd come out here and show you how the garden's doing. It's not doing as good as normal because it's been so dry this year, but it's doing fairly well. So I'll turn this camera around here and show you. I'm pretty hot right now. I just got done tilling and weeding and stuff, and I think it's about 84 or 86 degrees, something like that right now, and it's hot. The sun is shining like crazy out here. So anyways, let me turn this camera around here and I'll give you a little quick tour of the garden. This is the Jerusalem artichokes. They're really hard to contain. They're getting so thick in there. I thought I had most of them dug out of there in the spring, but there's so many in there yet. They must be really deep or something. I just can't never get them thinned out far enough. I just weeded the watermelon. They look pretty bad right now because of the hot sun. Hopefully the leaves don't get burnt too bad because of the sun today, and because they got pretty disturbed up between the weeding and the tilling today, but they'll probably come back fine. I'll give them a good soaking down tonight after the sun goes down. On the end of the trellis here is there's some cucumbers, and then I got pole beans down here coming. They're not coming too well. I had problems with things eating my beans off this year. I don't know if they were rabbits or robins or what they were, or some other kind of animal like a woodchuck or something. I'm not sure what was eating them, but when they were little, they liked them when they were little, but most of them came back out of it. Right here in the front here, these are kind of a mystery thing. There's something left over from last year. They came up on their own. I haven't figured out if they're watermelon or butternut squash yet or something else. So that'll be kind of a interesting thing to see what they are, or possibly pumpkin, because I think I had a pumpkin my brother gave me, and I could have dumped the guts out in the garden for compost. I don't know. Here's the tomatoes. They're getting pretty thick, and the beans are starting to grow into the tomatoes. But sweet corn here. I got 2 rows of sweet corn. They're about a week to 10 days apart, so I don't have to eat it all at one week. I can spread it out a little bit. And got some all different kinds of peppers down here growing, and there's some dill growing in there with them. Some dill seed that came up from last year, and I just left it. This right here is a cucumber that came up from last year also. I can tell it's a cucumber already because there's little cucumbers on there. And same with this one over here, another mystery plant. So we're going to see what those turn out to be. I'm kind of hoping they're watermelon, but I don't know. And here's another row of sweet corn. And these are bush beans. They don't need a trellis, they're just a bush style beans. And then a couple dill plants here and there. I got to cut the tops off of them so they bush out a little bit more. And the peas, these are peas here. They're starting to get ready. I'm going to have to start picking some of them. And I got more dill growing down here. These I planted here. And then one Brussels sprouts. I planted a whole row, but they didn't come up very well. And then these are okra down here, and they're very, very short. We haven't had much rain this year. I don't know if that's why, or if they're still going to come up yet and still do come and still catch up. I don't know. But I'm leaving them, see what happens. This is a little sunflower that came up from last year, and it blew over when it was younger. We had a big windstorm and it blew over, but it's curved back up straight again. I should have straightened it up with a pole, but I didn't. I just left it and let nature take its course. But it's pretty on this side. There's a lot of flowers on this side. And I'll show you some of my flowers. They're doing really well this year. In this flower bed, raised bed here, the Oli bed I did a review on last year, I believe it was, and I raised radishes in here this year and onions the first part of the season, and then I planted flowers for the second part. And there was an onion that was in there that was little, so I left him. So I'll probably eat him pretty soon, that one right there. But my flowers are doing really well. Thinking about maybe doing a painting of them. they're starting where they're gonna hang over the edge, and that's where I like. It'll look pretty cool once they start drooping over the edge. I'll take you over by the back of my house and show you some of the other flowers I got in the flower bed I showed you the last time when the beginning of the season. And lawn I got to mow, but it's been so dry. I leave it longer so it don't burn out. Here's I did a video on the other day with all the bees, mint plants. Here's another flower bed I got. Hostas. Flowers are almost done on them. This is chives. I leave it right by the back door so I can just run out and snip some off if I'm eating a baked potato or something, throw them on there. These are some milkweeds that I planted because everybody's growing milkweeds now for the monarch butterflies, I guess. And I got cactus. And these are mini sunflowers, which I've been raising for several years now. I keep saving the seeds and replanting them again. I did a video, I think my brother gave me these seeds for Easter in a little tiny cup. You started them in a cup, and I've been saving the seeds ever since for years now. It's been a long time. I did a video. I'd have to look back and see how many years I've had those mini sunflowers. This is clematis, I think you call it, something like that. I don't remember the name. And there's a couple mums back here. They're really, really old. I had like a bunch of them, but there's like the only 2 left now. And then my brother gave me these things for this Easter. He gives me something to plant, and they're elephant ears. And I thought they were going to be bigger than the sunflowers, or I would have planted them the opposite way around and put the sunflowers in the back. But they might catch up though. I know they get pretty big, the elephant ears. So then I got my hummingbird feeder. I wasn't getting a whole lot of action with it. I had some older food, so I got some new food yesterday and put in there some new hummingbird food, and I'm going to see if they like that a little bit better. Kind of amazes me how I got it on a pole like that, and the ants can find that. They climb all the way up that pole, and they go into the hummingbird feeder to get that sweet stuff. It's basically pretty much just sugar water, I think, but there's some other stuff mixed in with it. But it's pretty amazing how them ants can find that. But anyways, just wanted to give you an update how the garden's doing and stuff. It's not spectacular this year, but some stuff is doing good. Like the sweet corn is coming along pretty good. So anyways, just want to do a quick update on the garden, and I'll let y'all go and hope you have a great day, and we'll catch you on the next Wisconsin Greg Show. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye now.